Okay, 7th grade science. Number 1, a chemical formula is provided. How many atoms of nitrogen are found in this substance? Number 2, which of the following accurately describes the number of magnesium and chlorine atoms in the chemical formula whatever? 4 atoms of magnesium and 2 atoms of chlorine, 4 atoms of magnesium and 8 atoms of chlorine, 8 atoms of magnesium and 2 atoms of chlorine, 2 atoms of magnesium and 4 atoms of chlorine. Number 3. The table provided shows the chemical formulas for 3 substances that contain elements including hydrogen, chlorine, carbon, calcium, and oxygen. Which conclusion is supported by the information in the table? So the substance, X, Y, and Z, and the formula for X, Y, and Z. Substance X has more atoms of chlorine than substance Y. Substance X has fewer atoms of hydrogen than substance Y. Substance Y has more carbon atoms than substance Z. Substance Z has fewer calcium atoms than substance X. And you're looking for which conclusion is supported by the information in the table. Number 4. A simplified periodic table of elements is provided. An element is a gas at room temperature and fails to react with any other element. In which part of the periodic table is this element most likely located? Number 5. A portion of the periodic table is shown. Which element would be expected to have a reactivity similar to phosphorus? So which element would be expected to have a reactivity similar to phosphorus? Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, or chlorine? Number 6. A table with information about 4 elements is provided. Which element contains 22 protons? The 4 elements are sodium, calcium, titanium, and magnesium. So A, sodium, B, calcium, C, titanium, or D, magnesium. Number 7. Which of the following correctly describes a proton? Location, nucleus. Contribution to mass, usually about half. Charge, positive. B, location, nucleus. Contribution to mass, virtually none. Charge, positive. Location, outside the nucleus. Contribution to the mass, usually about half, and the charge, positive. Or D, location is nucleus. Contribution to mass, usually about half. Charge, none. Number 8. Organic compounds can be distinguished from inorganic compounds because organic compounds always contain carbon and certain other elements, or will conduct electricity and be magnetic, or make up the largest molecules that exist, or have higher boiling and melting points. So organic compounds can be distinguished from inorganic compounds because organic compounds always. Number 9, illustrations of chemical compounds are provided. Which of the compounds illustrated here is an organic compound? A, sodium chloride, B, calcium bromide, C, methane, D, sodium sulfide. Number 10, compounds are different than elements because compounds are combinations of two or more elements, not able to be broken down into parts, made from the same type of atoms, a pure substance. Elements are not. Number 11, which of the following is a compound made up of exactly two elements? Number 12, the chart lists some substances and their symbols. How many of these substances are an example of an element? And the substances are oxygen, sodium chloride, gold, and neon. Number 13, a model of an organic compound is provided. Knowing that the compound is organic, the element labeled unknown in the diagram must be which of the following elements? Carbon, oxygen, sulfur, or phosphorus? Number 14, a portion of the periodic table is duplicated here. Which of the following molecules is a simple organic compound? Number 15, a portion of the periodic table is duplicated here. All of the following are organic compounds except Number 16, illustrations of chemical compounds are provided. Which of the compounds illustrated here is an organic compound? Sodium chloride, calcium bromide, methane, or sodium sulfide? Number 17, a portion of the periodic table is provided. Which of the following is the chemical formula of an organic compound? Number 18. In order to be considered an organic compound, the compound must contain the element carbon, chlorine, helium, or calcium. Number 19. Illustrations of 4 compounds are provided. How many of the compounds illustrated here are organic? So sodium chloride, methane, calcium bromide, acetic acid. Number 20. Which of these best describes one of the subatomic particles that could be found at location X in the model of an atom shown above? It has no mass but no charge. It has no mass and a positive charge. It has a large mass and a negative charge. It has no mass and an equal number of positive and negative charges. Number 21. The 3 smaller components that make up atoms are neutrons, protons, ions, neutrons, electrons, and protons, protons, ions, and electrons, electrons, neutrons, and ions. Number 22. Which of the following lists the 2 particles found together inside the nucleus of an atom? Photons and ions, neutrons and electrons, protons and neutrons, electrons and protons. Number 23. A neutral atom has an equal number of positive and negative charges. If a neutral fluorine atom has 9 protons and 10 neutrons, how many electrons will it have? Number 24. The nucleus of the atom contains 8 protons and 9 neutrons. The atom is electrically neutral. How many electrons does this atom have? Number 25. Which of the following lists the 2 subatomic particles that contribute the most to the mass of an atom? Protons and electrons, protons and neutrons, neutrons and electrons, electrons and ions. Number 26. An element can be identified by its unique number of ions, electrons, protons, neutrons. Copper's atomic number is 29. This means that copper has 29 protons, 63.55 protons, 63.55 electrons, or 29 neutrons. Number 28. What is the name of the above element? Yttrium. I don't know if I said that right. Potassium, calcium. So it has 19 electrons and a mass of 39. So when you look that up, that's what that table is really supposed to say. So the 19 should be electrons should be above the 19, and mass should be above the 39. Number 29, the atomic number is which one of those? And then 30, the amount of neutrons is if you have any questions, ask your teacher.